What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to episode number 199 of Smack Talk, presented by SmarkOutMoment.com. I am your host of the panel, Tony Mango, and joining me on the mic for this episode, you should know everybody's by their voices, but I'm going to introduce them anyway. We've got Kaylin Ferris.
Mama said knock you out. Huh.
Drew White.
The other 198 episodes were better.
Some of them. You're not going to follow that up with anything?
No, it's stating a statement. You just had to make it a conversation. I didn't want a conversation.
Oh, that's what we're doing here.
Well, okay then. Yeah.
We've also got Steven Wago.
Don't look at me.
How long?
2 seconds.
Okay, now I can look at him. And Mike Payton.
California love.
Copyright video. So this episode we have two main events that we're going to be doing. We're going to go over all the mailbag questions you guys submitted for September. We're also going to do Belt or Bury Sting. And we've got the usual kind of stuff with the hot tags in the part 2. We've got the rest hold break in part 3. The Fantasy League at the end of the show. And we're in part 1 right now. That means it's time for the kickoff, the wrestling trivia question of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. If you don't know what the Ask Him is, quick little breakdown here. It's a 2-question scenario where they both tie in together in some fashion. The first question goes to the panel, the answer. The second one goes to the audience. And before we get into this week's Ask Him, we've got to go through last week's and give you a little reminder of what that was. So, last week, Drew was asking the questions. The first one was, list all the Grand Slam champions. We're not going to go over that. But the question to the audience was, under WWE's current format, who on the roster have been Grand Slam champions? And those were Daniel Bryan, Edge, Big Show, The Miz, Eddie Guerrero, and Kurt Angle. So let's go over who said what, who got it right, who got it wrong, and whatever else you guys mentioned. Mike McCormick says, they did an article on this recently. LOL. Come on, Drew, Bryan, Edge, Eddie, Angle, Miz, and Show. Did they really do an article? And that's where you took it from?
That's where I got the idea. That's where I got the idea from.
Jeez.
I saw it.
Easy
Well, it was easy for them. Apparently, it was fucking terrible for you guys, so I don't know.
I bet the WWE worded it a little better, though.
Probably.
Yes, and by worded it, he means put it in a sentence.
Nah, they might have put Baron Corbin in the picture instead. Listed him as a Grand Slam champion. So.
Teddy at Todoro, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, on Twitter, said the answer is Daniel Bryan, Y2J, and Ray. Nope. Missed on 2 of those there. Christopher Marin says Miz, Angle, Guerrero, Show, Bryan, Edge. Mark Swaby says which belts are included and which aren't. Is Drew just getting his own back from my comment last week? Is that what this was for?
Was this by the Silent Doom?
No, Mark Swaby.
Oh, well, no.
Declan Macri, Punk, Orton, Rollins, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, The Miz, Mysterio. I'm just putting down names of guys who won a tag title, mid-card title, and a world title. Watchman King gets them all correct. Mono Apex gets them all correct, if I'm looking at that correctly, yes. And he also says, Drew, best part of the show this week. What?
Yeah. You guys are fucking losers.
Peter Piccinini says, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Big Show, The Miz, Daniel Bryan. And Silent Wind of Doom left a whole big long thing, but part of it is a mailbag thing, so I can make sure I read the right part here. He says, oh, dear Lord, please don't let Drew read the answers again. That's why I'm doing it. He's so stupid he thought Fruit Punch was a gay international.
You know what? It's pretty good.
What? I like that. That was really good.
I like that. Was that Silent Wind of Doom?
Yeah, that's Silent Wind of Doom. If I wouldn't have already done the rest hold in preparation for this, I would have given that the comment of the week. But Silent Wind of Doom gets it anyway for something else. He also says, I'm not even answering this. I have no friggin' clue what Drew just said. I shouldn't have written a disclaimer before listening. I love you, Drew, but I've got nothing. You're so dumb you think Wu-Tang is a Chinese orange drink.
I'm glad he's back. I think Silent Wind, he's been gone for a while. I'm glad he's back.
He also says, fuck Lanny Poffo, fuck Byron Saxton, fuck the TMZ announcer from this week's Raw, and fuck anyone who messes with Braun Big Babyface Billy Strowman. What? That one's lost on me.
He's running the joke of how we just have different names for him every time we talk about him.
Oh, really? Huh. All right, over my head. Anyway, question to the panel for this episode. These are going to be U.S. title related because that's something that's going to be featured prominently on this next pay-per-view. Who has held the United States Championship the most amount of times?
Shelton Benjamin.
Nope.
Is this
Triple H.
including WCW?
Yeah, the lineage goes back to WCW.
Oh.
Is it Arn Anderson?
Is it Booker T?
Nope.
Is it Ric Flair?
Yep. Ric Flair held it 6 times. And question to the audience, who has held the U.S. Championship for the longest combined length for all their reigns? Let me just repeat that because I can't.
It's really, really, really wrong.
U.S. Championship, who has had the longest combined length of their title reigns? That's what that is. If you think you know the answer or you want to just take a guess, you can tweet at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag AskHim. You can leave a comment below on YouTube, or you can leave a comment below on the page on SmarkOutMoment.com itself. Next week I'll tell you the answer and run down everything else that you guys had said as well. We're going to continue on here in part 2 with the hot tags, so stay tuned. If you are on iTunes and Stitcher, you don't have to do anything. If you're on YouTube, all you got to do is click on that next part, and we will be right back.